Hello, hello, how are you? Ronnie's here, and I wanted to come live to talk to you briefly about transitioning without a daily game plan. Uh, I'll get started shortly. Give it some time, uh, give others a chance to join on. They feel free to join on this evening, and I am. And when I'm looking down, when you see me, I'm actually literally looking to see if uh, if it's posting in the right place that it should be posting. So let me see what's happening here, and then I'll get started. And also bear with me because um, sometimes the camera, I think it's the connection, and so um, maybe slow or may stop. So don't worry about it. Just listen. If the camera kind of delays, have a little delay, don't worry about it. So, all right. All right. So tonight, what I wanted to talk about was transitioning without a daily game plan. And what I mean by transitioning, transitioning from, an employee to an entrepreneur, internet marketer in the internet marketing space, you need a daily game plan. And this brings this up. I wanted to bring this up for me. Uh, Working every day, as I've said many of times, I work in uh, my career. I actually like what I work in finance, accounting, pretty flexible. I have a game plan. I pretty much know what I need to get done, what I need to accomplish. I don't have someone that's pretty much every day, you know, ask me, okay, this is what needs to be done daily. This is what I need to, I'm pretty much a self-starter. And so, that's not difficult, but I pretty much know what the company, the corporation, what they need done. Right. So I know exactly what I need to do, how much something takes time, if I need to work on it this many hours this day or that day, right? It's pretty much okay. But what happened is when I start transitioning and learning different things about, coming online, um, when I started doing this, when I would come home, I would just do stuff and, stay up late. And then by the end of the week, I really didn't know what I was working on. I was learning, but I really didn't have a game plan. I really didn't write down specifically what I wanted to get done. So tonight, what I wanted to talk about was when you are transitioning from, as I said, to an entrepreneur, and maybe, you may be someone like me that like what they're doing, and maybe you are not thinking about transitioning completely to an entrepreneur, but you still need to know these things because you'll just be going crazy. And the reason why I say this, because as I talked about in my story, that you must have a daily game plan. If it's that, okay, today you mark down 3 things that you need to get done, because if you do not identify those things, you'll be all over the place, like I was. You're not accomplishing anything. You think you're doing something, and basically you're doing busy work. You're learning, but you're not really accomplishing anything. You're just going, then it's easy for you to have shiny object syndrome. One minute you're working on e-commerce, next minute you're working on an affiliate, this minute you're joining this company's not working out. You're doing all these different things because you're not focused and you don't have a daily game plan. At the end of the day, you don't have any goals. Now it's fine in the beginning for a short period of time because you're trying to figure out some things, but you don't take all day. Don't take all day with this. And another thing I want to mention about having a daily game plan, even for myself, even when I'm in the office, as I mentioned, the first thing that I listen to, or it's one of the first things, is The Strangest Secret. So I listen to that, but the problem when it's over, I'm looking for other things to listen to, Facebook, and that's when that becomes a problem. And I have to nip that in the bud. I'll find a video, and I like videos because I can cut them, pause them if I need to be on a conference call or I need to take care of something or I'm in a meeting versus being on a call that's not my daily business, my daily work type of ordeal. So I'm looking for videos I can listen to, pause and whatever. But what happens is when I find a video, when that's over, I find myself scrolling and scrolling, and that could happen in the evenings too. And it takes away so much time. You don't realize how much time it takes to scroll down and look at other, posts, and you're like, oh, this is interesting. Then you go into another video that may be another 45 minutes, and then you're looking at it, and because they're doing things in the video, and you're like, I could have been doing this over here. So it's really important, if that's something that you want to do, work that into your game plan, but make sure that you have a daily game plan. Even when you come home, that, okay, this is a daily game plan. And again, when I talked about earlier in the week about, getting your family on board, this is all a part of it. This is the whole thing, having a daily game plan and saying, hey, this is the daily game plan for me, maybe 2 hours of this, and then it's dinner time, or dinner time, we have dinner, and then, for 2 hours straight or whatever, I am going to do this, and then go handle family business, and then everyone's asleep, and then I'll get back into what I'm doing. But you really have to have a daily game plan. And another thing I want to mention, because I found myself doing this, whenever I would go to an event or out of town. Now, this was me. I did not stick with my daily game plan. I had specific things that I wanted to complete, but I was like, oh, it's fine, but you want to make sure you stay persistent in whatever your game plan is each and every day, no matter where you are. And I forgot what it was called, but I remember, if Diane Hockman, she had mentioned, and great nuggets from her when I was sitting lunch with. I know it was minimum something, I'm sorry, but it's like the minimum task that you have to do daily. Just the minimum. If you're feeling horrible or whatever, or something occurs, or vacation or whatever, you figure out those minimum things that you need to complete every single day. So, I want to make that clear, because when you transition, it's different. You don't have someone on your back, or you don't, or I wouldn't even say back, because no one's on my back. I would say, if you don't have defined for you what you want to get done and have results and what you want to complete, there's no one else there that's saying, hey, you need to get this done. So it's up to you to make sure you have a daily game plan to get this done and together. So I wanted to share that with you. Especially if you're all over the place, you think you're all over the place, and you're just winding up going in circles. It's probably because you don't have a daily game plan and you do not have goals. So, like I said, as an employee, it's different. There's no one really holding you accountable. And it's great if you are a part of a group, if you do have someone that's holding you accountable. So it's really great too. I'm not talking about that tonight, but to be in a group with others, so they can hold you accountable, or have someone, because there may be some days when you get off track, and it's great to be around, or have access to people that can keep you on track. So I hope this was helpful to you. I hope you have a wonderful night, wonderful morning. And, if this was valuable to you, please feel free to share, continue to make comments. It's up to you what you would like to do. If you're having some issues with transitioning, still your head around it, You heard these excitements of how easy something can be in a program, but it is really, it can't, it's a difference from employee to entrepreneur or online business. So if you need any help, just want to talk it out, please feel free to reach out to me. All right. And hope to come live to you soon again. All right. Peace.